Joshua Uvrard. Don, do you remember what your LJN action figure royalties were? I've heard the Iron Sheik LJN checks were huge. Just wondering if yours were the same.
No, I don't. No, I didn't have any huge ones. I came out late. They came out late with mine. I didn't sign the contract till later. They sent the contracts out, so that when the first contracts went out, I didn't. I hadn't signed mine, so I guess I didn't get. I missed out that first pressing of the dolls and stuff.
Hmm.
So aside from that, um, it was always a nice payday. But I 80, 90 grand, 100 grand from some of these guys, and I was never up in that stratosphere.
I won't ask any specifics because this is more recent. But you went to the Hall of Fame in 2004, I believe, and with that you sign a Hall of Fame or Legends contract, and you've got several dolls out since that have come out. Also, there are a couple maybe that you can get signed and bought from DonMuraco.com. But was it worth your while? Basically, you don't have to give like full numbers or anything because it's quite recent, but. Signing the contracts, getting the dolls out, are there decent residuals that come with those dolls, or not so much?
Sure, yeah. I don't do the autographs or the personal appearances or anything there. Worth my while. I don't know. It's a little bit of extra cash. It's good on my ego. It builds my self-esteem up a little bit. But, and I spent 25 years down at the docks, so I had to go from being an international superstar to sweeping the lumber barge after, which is all part of longshoring. And I went up in the cranes and I drove the big machinery and I did everything else. But I still sing the praises of Vince McMahon. I'm still, and now the guys, what a Dick McMahon is, or what a, all the, and I'm sure, he's had a lot of run-ins, with a lot of guys, and it's that, you handle that much talent, that many people come through. But on the other hand, and he's going to screw some people over, and to what degree or what intention, I don't know. But to expect somebody to take care of you the rest of your life, to be responsible. I never saw it that way. That Stephanie and Triple H and the son, and should you keep me on the payroll because I was, a big part of their machinery, their foundation, coming up. I made good money there. I made my bread when I was there, and was able to put it away and buy property and invest it fairly wisely. So and now it's just it's just a little ego thing, I guess. But I get paid. I get quarterly checks, and like this podcast and telling these stories and stuff. I get you're getting all these questions and stuff. Just renewed a lot of interest and stuff. So it's not a bad thing. And I don't see where it's not harming me.
No.
It doesn't. If I wanted to make my own dolls, I'd have to go through copyright and everything else, right? So that'd be which I'm not interested in. Like I said, 25 years down the dock, I pretty much separated myself from professional wrestling world. But luckily enough, I'm I still got my foot in the door, as so to speak, And I could be making appearances, but I can't travel. So those are my problems, my fault. I can blame, and the injuries and the bad body and stuff. I was on the road, 10 years before WWF, taking bumps and abusing myself before that. So people have a tendency to blame Vince and blame that whole organization for decline and fall of their personal wealth, their personal bodies. Most of your personal failures come through divorce or drugs or, women, booze, drugs, something like that. It's not because somebody didn't keep his arm around me and watch me the rest of my life after I was finished wrestling.